Friday, and in our KSAT Q&A, a guest who is quickly becoming one of our favorites, Stephanie Guerra. She's a social media influencer here in San Antonio.
Thank you.
The first part of your account, we've kind of figured out a way to do this, right? This first part is
puro.
Second part, shh, can't say because our mothers are watching. But Stephanie, you're always watching for cool things happening in San Antonio. You give us your best picks every weekend.
Thank you.
So
I
what
try.
are some, you try.
There's so many things to do.
There are,
so
but
many
you always
things.
give us a good roundup. So there's a couple of Mardi Gras things happening this weekend.
Yes. So I'm not sorry. We have lots of Mardi Gras fun events. There is Mardi Paws, which is for the animals, but it's a very fun event. They have a pet parade and a costume contest. I've actually taken my little pup Ruby before. My mom made her a special hat, and it was really fun. She won. We won a lot of prizes. They're having that this year at the Dakota. And then there's also a Mardi Gras event at Dog and Pony Grill in Bernie. So I know it's a little drive outside of San Antonio, but it is a very fun place with a big outdoor patio. They're gonna have special New Orleans style food. They will have drinks. They're gonna have Bear Brass Band playing. So it'll feel like you've got a little taste of New Orleans right in outside of San Antonio.
Now there's another party. There's the 25th annual United San Antonio Powwow. What's up with that?
Yeah, so the American Indians in Texas, it's not a Mardi Gras event, but definitely cultural and part of our heritage for sure, is having the event both Saturday and Sunday at San Antonio College. So this is their annual gathering where they bring community together to experience the traditions and culture, music, art, and food of American Indians. And they have a huge community, obviously, here in San Antonio. We have deep roots, and it's a really great free way to go celebrate.
Speaking of culture, of course, we're still in Black History Month, and there is an event that really is geared towards celebrating that.
Yes. So there is a art gallery called Bill House. Been around in San Antonio for a long time. They are having a poetry reading with Sansaria Murray. They're also going to have live music. I love all of the Black History events in San Antonio. It's a key part of our history, and it's on Fredericksburg Road, so it's in the center of the city, and Fredericksburg Road is a great part of Black history also in San Antonio. So that's going to be another amazing free event tomorrow.
And what events do you think are more tailored towards smaller kids?
Oh man, smaller kids. So I would definitely take your kids and your fur kids to Mardi Paw Pet Parade. You can definitely do the Sunday Fun Day at Dog and Pony. Even though it's a bar and grill, they have a huge playground and a big back patio where the bands will play. And then American Indians in Texas annual powwow is for everybody. You know, they invite people of all ages to come celebrate culture and heritage. There is one more Mardi Gras event that is not kid-friendly on Fat Tuesday.
Yes.
That is going to be full of libations and food and drinks from 16 of some of the best chefs in San Antonio, even some of our, gumbo cook-off, Fat Tuesday. And it's going to be at the Good Kind Southtown. There will be over 50 samples of food, I believe. There's going to have all kinds of gumbo from those 16 chefs. There's 5 judges. I'm one of them. David Elder's one of them. Nice. There's going to be a lot of fun, and 3 winners. Those tickets are $50, but think all-you-can-eat gumbo all night long in the heart of downtown San Antonio. You've got a great view of the tower in this tropical, lush landscape, and it is on Fat Tuesday. So more of New Orleans, our sister city right here in San Antonio.
Yeah, you could make a meal out of 50 samples, and then some, right?
Yeah, there's going to be a lot.
There's also an event that got my attention on your list, having something to do with disco.
That is going to be a fun party night. So you don't necessarily have to bring out your bell bottoms, but you can if you want to. There is a local DJ group called the Soul Spot, and they've been around in San Antonio, now celebrating their 13th anniversary tomorrow night at the Lighthouse Lounge, which is right next to Woodlawn Lake in the heart of the west side of San Antonio. They play the best disco, house, funk, all kinds of jams, and people actually get out and dance. I know everybody is always like, where can I go dance nowadays? You have to be 21 to get in, but there's people of all ages. I actually go with my parents. They used to be Disco King and Queen here in San Antonio,
love that.
and it is a lot of fun.
That is very
I hope to see y'all out there.
So
let's go.
So let me ask you this, because you're always in the know. You know what's going on around San Antonio. What's really the most fun time of year when it comes to activities here?
Ooh, that's
I'm just
tough
curious.
for our area.
When it's not cold.
Right?
I mean, you can't deny Fiesta. Fiesta in April. I'm so looking forward to this year. It's a little bit later this year. It starts April 20th. I'm an April baby, so it's always been a really fun time. Plus, it's spring in San Antonio. It's not yet 1,000 degrees. And then I really think, you know, the fall season, there is a festival and party and event probably every day in October, November, December. But San Antonio is great most of the year. Luckily, we have mild temperatures. You all would know best, you know, about that. But I mean, it's fun to visit all year long. I think that we've never had really cold temperatures or a lot of rain. Even, you know, this weekend in the 50s. Most people are afraid of that, but put on a jacket and go outside. It's really nice to layer up and go out.
Also, kind of when you get your sip on, it's just a little, it helps a little bit. So
yeah, it helps to not be at 1,000 degrees. What do we call it? Sweaty confetti weather?
Sweaty confetti. Yeah, that is Fiesta. Sweaty confetti. And it's totally worth it. Stephanie,
I am looking forward to the weekend every weekend in San Antonio.
Thank you,
kind of give us something to look forward to. So thank you for being here, for your Puro picks.
Thank you.
And we'll
Y'all are
have
my
you back.
favorites. Don't tell Steve.
Okay, we won't. Nobody tell him.
Yes, come back inside.
Stephanie Guerra. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this. See you. All right, so you just heard about all the activities going on this weekend. We're just a few weeks away from the Fiesta Fit Festival, and thousands of people are signing up for fun exercise activities for the entire family. Our own Alyssa Cole is going to show us what you can expect.
The 3-day Fiesta Fit Festival is just weeks away, and this year it's going to be filled with activities for everyone to enjoy.
We have a 5K, we have a 10K, we have a beer mile.
On the last day of the festival, thousands are expected to participate in the L'Etape San Antonio Tour de France, a 100-mile cycling event across the rolling hills of the Hill Country. The purpose of Fiesta Fit is to engage the community in whole health, including physical and mental, all while benefiting children after school sport and summer programs.
We're in 6 different school districts, over 60 Title I elementary schools, so it really gives back to our mission of transforming our community through the power of sport.
The Royal King and Queen representing the fundraising and festival are Raul Patel, owner of F45 Gym, and Jojo Garza, owner of Amore Cycling Studio and Fitness.
The younger that we can get kids involved in movement, activity, and just see what sports and fitness is all about, it's only going to serve our community better.
I grew up in San Antonio. I've lived here my whole life, and to be crowned Fiesta Fit Fest Queen is just amazing.
Now the king and queen, they're taking their royalty duties very serious. They have a message for everyone planning to attend Fiesta to enjoy that chicken on a stick or that burger. And what's that message, you all?
Burn it turn!
All right! Woo!
It's my honor to be a part of a fundraising project that allows children to play, develop community, develop leadership skills and teamwork.
I'm excited to be a part of San Antonio. The tradition is so incredible, and all the bright colors really, you know, they embody the bright future that all the kids have, and we just need to give them access to that.
Fiesta Fit Fest is set for April 14th through the 16th at UTSA's main campus. Registration will be listed on our website later today at KSAT12. Alyssa Cole, KSAT12 News.
But I like that, the focus on fitness. And you know, I hate to say it, but even these temperatures outside, they are good for exercising if that's your thing. 50 degrees out there right now.
Yeah, so how are we shaping up for the weekend, Adam?
Chilly to start the weekend. We're going to feel that chill in the air. If you thought it was cool this morning, you'll think it again early tomorrow. It's going to feel the same. 51 now. By 9 o'clock, we're down to 44. So venturing out this evening, long sleeves and or a jacket. And by 6 a.m. tomorrow, we're down to 33 degrees. So even a brief light freeze in some neighborhoods. Now, the morning temperatures will be on the upswing. The warming trend starts on Sunday when we wake up to the mid 40s. And then next week, we'll even have lows in the 60s. So spring-like weather around the corner. We'll talk some rainfall statistics and our chances of rain coming right up.
A new study found some breast cancer patients may skip radiation therapy after surgery. Published data from the New England Journal of Medicine says women age 65 and older can bypass radiation after surgery for small hormone-positive breast cancer tumors. The radiation doesn't appear to affect their overall survival rate if they receive 5 years of hormone therapy instead. However, skipping radiation can lead to a higher risk of the cancer returning. In the U.S., a quarter of all breast cancer diagnoses are women ages 65 to 74.
Now, the family of famous Hollywood actor Bruce Willis announced that he's suffering from dementia. It's been confirmed that he has a condition called frontotemporal dementia. Now, it was first believed last year that he had aphasia, which had impacted his cognitive abilities, but that's not the case anymore.
His family also says he is taking a break from acting. It's not currently known if he will return anytime soon. His new film, Assassin, is releasing next month.
So I bet you didn't know this, but Nestle, that's the world's largest food company, and unfortunately, it's raising its prices. Nestle announced most of its 2,000 brands are going to get more expensive for consumers this year.
Along with everything else, it seems. This comes after the company already raised their prices last year by 8.2%. But the Switzerland-based food giant has to be careful, though, since high prices can, of course, drive people away. They admit sales volume dropped during the last half of 2022 because of pricing.
And yet they're going to continue to go up. All right. So while dating's a normal part of the teenage experience, new research is showing that single high school students are happier. Yay, I could high five the old me. Yeah. A study published in the Journal of School Health revealed that teens who don't date are either equally as matched or happy or even happier than those who are dating. And at least when it comes to social and leadership skills also, and here's the big part, they're also less depressed. Really what I'm seeing is less drama.
Yeah. Using both self-reported student surveys and teacher feedback, data was gathered on dating habits of 6th through 12th graders on their emotional and behavioral measurements. The students who dated less scored better than those who dated more.
So listen to your mother. All right. Today is a reminder of a golden rule: to treat others the way you want to be treated. It doesn't hurt, right? It's National Random Acts of Kindness Day, and the right way to celebrate is just doing something nice for someone else without expecting anything in return. So that could mean writing a thank you note for your mailman or even your waiter.
Or, for me, I guess it's getting that cup of coffee you just saw. That would be an act of kindness for me. You can pay for a stranger's coffee or volunteer at a food bank. Just brighten somebody's day by giving them a compliment or a big old smile. Today's a reminder to have compassion, be kind to one another, not just one day, but every day.
Yeah, that's a nice one, too, especially on this Friday. Just be good to people. You never regret choosing kindness.
Nope. And this guy always has a smile.
Yes.
I can't say anything bad about this one.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it's not the kindness industry.
No, this is all positive. I'm fine with this National Day.
We'll put it on the short list of the ones that you're all right with.
Well, and that's with an asterisk, because this is, I still don't think it should be a national day, but I'm not, disagreeing with it all. Okay, let's take a look at our beautiful evening that we have out there. And we've got a nice picture, this from Oscar, a Skywatcher. And we're talking about how it's going to be a lovely sunset. This is the beginning of it there. And mid-level clouds over Mission San Juan. Thanks for posting that to KSAT Connect via the KSAT Weather Authority app. Down in the corner, you see the little camera icon, and that's how you can then upload your photos. Here's a look at our precipitation. I mentioned that I'd have some statistics. So far, over the past 365 days, we've had 44% of our normal rainfall officially in San Antonio, and very similar numbers in surrounding and outlying areas. Del Rio is an exception. Eagle Pass is an exception. Laredo, an exception along the Rio Grande. That's where we've had nearly 100% of our normal precipitation. Even Victoria, pretty much the same story. It's just right here up and down 281 and locally. So here's a look at the cloud cover that's coming in from the southwest. This is specific moisture that's coming in the mid and upper levels of the atmosphere. It's going to give us that filtered sunshine throughout the day tomorrow. It'll be bright. We'll have some periods of blue sky, but also a lot of these clouds that'll start to thicken above us and filter out that sun. And that's going to help keep our temperatures down a little bit tomorrow afternoon. We also have this swirl off the California coastline, this upper level low. That's the next system that we're watching. It's slowly going to drift our way. It's cut off from the main flow, so it's just meandering along in the Pacific, and then it's going to get picked up early next week. And by Tuesday night into early Wednesday, it'll throw some energy our way. However, I think most of the energy is going to be off to the north of us. And you look at the generalized precipitation pattern over the next 7 days. This isn't specifics. This is just in general. And you can see South Texas, West Texas, North Texas up into the plains. Looks like we'll miss out a good portion of the nation getting some precipitation, just not a whole lot around here. We have a 20% chance Tuesday night into early Wednesday, and unfortunately that's it for now. 51 degrees currently, dew point is 17. That dry air, it's in place, and it's going to stay in place until early next week. You'll notice some humidity by Tuesday, but right now it's very winter-like. 46 in Midland, 48 in Austin, or 48 in Helotes, 46 Boerne Stage Airfield, and tomorrow morning 33 in Helotes, 29 in Boerne, 31 in Seguin, I think 33 in and around 410 and 1604. And then by the noon hour, we make it up to 51, then a high temperature of only 58 degrees with that filtered sunshine. I think during the afternoon, it's going to seem mostly cloudy. 60 on the south side, and that's about as warm as we'll get around town here. Then by Sunday, the warming trend begins. Mid-40s in the morning, which is about average for this time of year. And then we make it into the 70s by the afternoon. 80s not that far away. Tuesday and Wednesday will be in the 80s, and with the return of the moisture, by the way, we'll have some morning fog a little bit on Sunday and then especially Monday and Tuesday.
Okay. Up and down we go. Thanks, Adam.
And we'll be right back after the break. Welcome back. A new exhibit in the Centro de Artes Gallery in Market Square is highlighting the Latin American experience right here in Texas.
Tiffany Huertas visited that exhibit, which showcases the Latino culture from past to present and its impact on our community.
When you first walk in, definitely focused on family, sort of the arrival to the United States, labor.
Throughout this exhibit, there is a variety of different themes.
Themes of displacement and gentrification, issues at the border, a lot of social political issues that are happening here in Texas.
The art exhibit, Soy de Texas, a statewide survey of Latinx art, is located at the Centro de Artes Gallery in Market Square. It showcases work of artists of Latin American descent living in Texas.
There's also works that kind of focus on culture, music.
The exhibit features work from 40 artists with pieces people can connect with, from food to faith.
I hope that they get an idea of the experience that we actually are kind of living as Latinos living in Texas.
The exhibit will be on display through Sunday, July 2nd. Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
Before we go here, maybe you are going somewhere this evening. So let's take a look out at traffic right now. The first view from the TransGuide camera at I-10 at Probant. You can see the traffic it's steady in both directions. It's heavy, but no real tie-ups in this area of San Antonio.
Yeah, but you definitely don't want to see is people hitting their brakes. Also, just a little bit there on that exit right there, 572. This is US 90 at Highway 35. What you're seeing is a little bit of activity there as people try to get off the road, but just something to keep in mind if you're headed in that direction. Adam.
Tomorrow morning, ooh, look at that. Back down into the lower 30s for most of us. We're feeling the chill in the air. 32 Stone Oak and Helotes. Lake Hill's down to about 31. So a brief light freeze in some areas. Nothing to worry about, though. Obviously, this is the kind where pipes and the peas are generally okay. By the afternoon, we're only into the upper 50s, so a cool day. We warm up, though, 70s by Sunday.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you right back here on the Night Beat.
Have a great weekend.